Hi, I'm Mary Hornback, and I am the administrative assistant for the Villa Park Fire Department, and I'm also a certified child passenger safety seat technician, and I've been doing that for about 4 years now. I wanted to talk to you today about the correct installation of a car seat for your child and the importance of getting it in correctly, and just some tips that'll help you do it if you can't come in and have me check it. There's quite a few child safety seats to pick from. The first one that you're probably going to pick for an infant is going to be the carrier with a base. Those usually run from, you're going to use that from birth until about 30 pounds. Those are a carrier, and then the base is installed in the car, so then you can take the carrier in and out. There's also the second one you're going to go to is called a convertible seat, and that's like this one shown. This goes rear or forward facing. It's important to note that everything you need to know about weight limits and height limits and where to put, how to install this is all on the side of the seat to help you. Also on the bottom is usually the manufacturer expiration date. After a convertible seat, which usually your child will be in a forward-facing seat for approximately till age 4, 4 and a half, till it reaches the top of that limit, they'll go to a harness booster seat. Then they will go to a booster seat after that until they are actually able to sit in the back seat of the car. And that they cannot do until their legs fit over the seat, bent at the knees, feet on the floor, and their back is up against the seat. All of the child seats now come with, it's called the latch system, which are lower anchors. And these attach to a bar in the back of the seat. It's usually kind of hidden, but you can find it it's underneath the seat cushions. Those lower anchors are 11 inches apart. So a lot of people want to put the seat into a center position, especially when the child is younger. But you cannot borrow the outboard anchors for the center position. They have to be 11 inches apart. So if you were to measure that, a center seat position will not always work with these lower anchors. You can always install a child seat with a seat belt. They're tested, both methods are tested, and they are both equally safe as long as you're doing it properly. After it's in this position, you don't want the seat to move more than an inch, but only at the belt pad. This part of the seat can actually move. It is meant to move to absorb the energy from a crash. On a forward-facing seat, as your child, rear-facing is 2 years, has to be 2 years, and up to 2 years, rear-facing is Illinois state law. So even if your child's knees are bent a little bit, that's the safest position, and it is the law to keep your child rear-facing. When you go to forward-facing, you can still use these anchors on forward-facing as long as it hasn't reached the height and weight limit. And you're going to want to move these anchors to the forward-facing seat belt path, which is usually, it's always marked on the seat with a decal. So this would have to be moved up here, and then it can be latched just like the other seat. Most important part of a forward-facing seat that many parents forget about is this tether. This, on a forward-facing seat, this has to go behind the seat, and it attaches to a bar that keeps this seat from going forward. It's usually wrapped up when you buy this seat for a rear-facing for your younger child, so it's easy to kind of forget about it. Very important that you attach this tether on a forward-facing seat. When you put your child in the seat, a lot of the seats have an adjustable harness, so they actually come up and down as your child gets bigger. You only have to press a bar. This seat, you have to thread the harness through these holes. On a rear-facing seat, you want to make sure that these harness straps are below the shoulder and come up and above, over. On a forward-facing seat, you're going to want the harness to be up higher and coming down. So that's important to remember. The harness clips need to be at the armpit, and then you don't want to pinch more than an inch. But of course, you don't want to make it so tight the child is very uncomfortable. I'm available to help any parent with the installation of their child safety seat at Fire Station 81 at 1440 South Ardmore. The phone number is 630-833-5350. There's no charge for this service. I do take appointments, so if you can call first, I can find a time that I will help you with your car seat. This is a very important service. I am thrilled when parents come in and want to make sure their seat is in correctly. So please call, and we can get your child safe while you're on the road.